Hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm here with new discussion on different issues of English language teaching and learning. Today I will talk about grammar learning. You know, there are different views about grammar learning. Some people believe that it's very necessary to learn grammar to get proper accuracy in English language. And there are some other people, those who say it's not necessary to learn English grammar separately, as there are many schools or universities, they are teaching English grammar to their students, different rules and structures, the articles and pronouns, nouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, or many more. The students work really hard to learn different rules, and teachers are there to learn grammar first, and they teach their students, and they assign different tests to their students, and the students face the test. I'm going to do some sort of discussion why people learn grammar and why some people do not like to learn grammar. I've been teaching English for a long time, and I learned grammar separately. I worked on different structures, I worked on different rules of grammar, I worked on tenses, parts of speech, different aspects of grammar, and I worked a lot on grammar. And I do the same with my students. I ask them to learn different grammar rules, and they work on grammar rules. I assign the test to the students, grammar tests especially. But what happens is, this is very funny sometimes, whenever the grammar test day comes, students don't like it. They say, oh, I'm not good at grammar. I feel very bad. I don't score good marks and grades in grammar test. Therefore, they get afraid of facing grammar test. But it's still it is necessary. That's okay. Along with different other skills, for example, listening, reading, writing, speaking. These are the main skills of language. One has to master these skills very proficiently. That's for sure. But at the same time, there are sub-skills of English language. For example, grammar must be learned properly, and pronunciation and vocabulary learning and teaching, if you are a teacher, is very important. But whenever I discuss with my colleagues or some other teachers, English teachers, as I go to different places to conduct different training for the teachers, and I ask them, do they like to teach grammar, whether they like to be tested their grammar knowledge. Especially teachers love it. Even teachers get afraid of being tested their grammar knowledge. They think that they may commit some mistakes in grammar, and the students get afraid of facing grammar test. And some students like to be tested their grammar knowledge, but other students, most of these students, they don't like to be tested. And the same thing happens with teachers too. Teachers sometimes would like to be tested their grammar knowledge, but other teachers, they don't like to be tested their grammar knowledge. And people have different opinions about grammar learning. There are two schools of thought on grammar learning and teaching. The first school of thought says that it is necessary to teach grammar and to learn grammar, because it is the backbone of any of the language. If you are learning the language, here English language, you need to learn English grammar. Grammar rules make you very strong, and it is the foundation to make yourself accurate in English language. And therefore, you might have studied in your school or university. There are grammar books and courses and syllabus, and you've got the teacher, then you work on different grammar issues and you learn rules, that is there, and it is the popular around the world. For the learners and teachers, those who are teaching English as a second language or foreign language, and the students, those who are learning English as a second language or foreign language, they are learning grammar as a part of their course in their syllabus or textbooks. They are learning it separately. They are learning, they are having rote learning. They are making rote learning of grammar rules, and that's there. And therefore, these people, those who believe in the importance of English grammar, they learn it, they teach it. That's for sure. But there is another school of thought that they believe that it is not necessary to learn grammar separately. It's not necessary to teach grammar separately. It is because grammar must be learned according to the context. Grammar must be learned according to the need and interest of the students. We can't learn grammar separately. We have to learn grammar as we speak the language, the English language. As we speak the English language, we learn grammar. This is the next opinion that people give around the world. Yeah, there are different views on it, but I want to quote or I want to talk about these views, whether grammar should be learned or we have to avoid learning grammar separately. There is a great scholar who has been working, who worked a lot who wrote grammar books, many grammar books, and he's very well known around the world in terms of English grammar. He's a writer. He's a great scholar. He is a grammarian, one of the grammarians, and his name is Michael Swan. He has given some of the reasons to learn grammar. He has categorized some of the reasons to learn grammar, and the first bad reason that he mentions in his article is English teachers teach grammar and the students learn grammar because it's there. It's there in their syllabus, it's there in their textbooks, it's there in teachers' head. Therefore, they learn English grammar. They work really hard on English grammar. And next bad reason that teachers teach grammar or students learn grammar is it's tidy. It means it's teachable. And teachers can teach, they can study some certain rules of grammar and go to the classroom and discuss about the rules, And the students also work hard and they learn the structures and they learn some of the structures or rules of grammar. Therefore, they think that both of them, teachers and the students, think that this is learnable and grammar is teachable. And next bad reason that Michael Swan expresses in his article is it is testable, right? If we teach grammar to the students, English grammar to the students, or if students learn English grammar, it's easier for teacher to test the students because it is accurate. The next bad reason that Michael expresses in his article is power. Teachers teach English grammar because they learn English grammar. They think that they have a power. A student's pronunciation might be better than the teacher. But what teachers think is that we know grammar. Therefore, they think that they have a power. They just dominate the students by expressing their grammatical knowledge, right? Some teachers think this. Grammar has a power. Therefore, they teach the grammar. He also, expresses two good reasons of teaching grammar around the world. Number one is comprehensibility. If we learn grammar, we speak correctly. If we learn grammar, we write correctly, and it becomes universal. And this is what is the first good reason he mentions it. And next reason is acceptability. Therefore, there are some good reasons, there are some bad reasons to learn grammar. But what do you think about it? Please don't forget to comment. And moreover, what I want to discuss is learning grammar is not bad. It's a good thing to learn grammar, but it's not all in all. You learn grammar, that's okay. If you are a teacher, you teach grammar to your students, that is okay. But if you are not learning grammar, or if you are not teaching grammar in the context, what I mean by context is what the students need actually. If they are studying in grade 4 or 5 or 6 or grade 10, 11, 12, according to their level of language, or according to their need and interest, we can categorize our grammar teaching sections into different categories according to students' level, their interest and aim. It's better to learn grammar, but we have to select which must be learned and where, when should we learn grammar, and how should we learn, how much should we learn in a particular level. It is very necessary for the teacher to identify students' aims and interest of learning grammar. If we learn grammar and use this in the proper context, learn grammar in a context or in the communication where it is used, it is very, very beneficial. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next video.